Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight. Remember, we are live on Synergy Network from Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. with a rerun the following day from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So if you miss us during the night, you can look at the rerun the following day. So viewers, a special good night to those of you that are logged onto Facebook. Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook. Those of you on YouTube, TT Real Talk, subscribe, hit the bell, and you will know when we go live. A very special good night to those of the Caribbean and around the globe. Share our live stream viewers as our program starts tonight. It's Tune It Up Tuesday. Now, 238-6716 is our phone line to call in. From 7 to 8 p.m. to voice your concerns, to raise an issue or a topic that others may call in and voice their concerns as well. So viewers, as our program starts tonight, share our live stream on Facebook and also on YouTube. Send your WhatsApp message. If you don't have WhatsApp, you could send the 50-cent message. Let your friends and your family know, local and regional, that Real Talk with Saieed Ali is going live on Synergy Network. So viewers, just a reminder, our office are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas, where you can come and see me also. Just a little reminder also that Real Talk Financing and Investment Company is offering you, the public, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, a whooping 2.5% on any Real Talk fixed investment or a fixed deposit investment with our company. 2.5% viewers on 100,000 for 12 months. Your interest will be 2,500. So if you have your money put down at a financial institute and you're getting anything under 2.5%, well, you know what to do. Walk in that financial institute, withdraw your cash, and bring it and invest it in a Real Talk fixed deposit investment at Real Talk Financing and Investment Company. And yes, you are secured. You know, I have to keep saying this now. Yes, you are secured. So as we start off our program tonight, I just want to remind you, while our show was going on last night, the deadline for the submission of property tax evaluation return forms has been further extended to February 28, 2022. The announcement was made on Monday through a public notice by the Ministry of Finance Valuation Division. It stated that the discussion or the decision was taken in recognition of difficulties that some property owners may have experienced in obtaining the required documents in the context of COVID-19 restrictions. Now, the public was reminded that failure to comply with this requirement constitutes a criminal offense which is punishable by a $5,000 fine. So viewers, I just want you to understand something. I want you to understand something. We, as citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, took a loan from the bank to build our 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom house. And we have to pay this loan for either 30, 40, 50 or 60 years. Now, I'm going to just rerun a video of Colin Imbert, and I want you to take it in carefully and see how the rich benefits, while those who take loan to build their house end up with that criminal offense being committed. Look at this video.
Madam Speaker, we've also introduced a new measure which was not included in the previous measure, which is the exemption from tax premiums and rents derived from the letting of a newly constructed multi-family dwelling unit. So we had commercial buildings before, car parks, and residential house sites. We're now including multi-family dwelling units. And there will also be an exemption from income tax, just like the current measures, gains or profits from the sale of such newly constructed multi-family dwellings. This incentive, this new incentive for multi-family dwelling buildings remain in effect until December 31st, 2025.
Now, Trinidad and Tobago, I want you to understand what is a multi-dwelling story. Family, apartment unit. Could you just put up a pit here so the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago would understand? Now that is a multi-dwelling complex. That is a building. And those that are exempted from this tax, they have the money to put up that type of structure. Come back to me. Now, viewers, they have the funds. I ain't talking about 1 million and 2 million, you know. We're talking about 80, 90 or 100 million. And then selling it back at a figure of 2-point-something million. Or your rental for the month is probably about 20,000. Now they have been exempted from all taxes. Exempted. Now the average person who go to the bank to take a loan will take a loan for $1 million to $2 million to build a proper 3-bedroom house. Now they are the ones that the penalty for property tax have come upon. By force, they made it a criminal offense to fine you of $5,000 if you fail to send in your valuation. If you fail. Since when did that become a criminal offense? You didn't rob nobody. You didn't steal from nobody. You didn't murder nobody. You didn't burst nobody's head. You didn't run in no neighbor yard. But it became a criminal offense in Trinidad and Tobago if you fail to submit the valuation form to pay tax for your property. While those with the multi-stories, dwelling buildings, they got exemptions. So Saeed now, who would go to the bank and take a loan for $1 million to build a house and have to spend 60 years. I had to make sure I'm working for 60 years, you know. Because if I lapse on 2 payments or 3 payments, the bank sending me a letter. They're ready to repossess. I want you to understand something. And I will continue to say it. Now, listen to this other video with what Colin have to say.
So it's a long time from now, member for Caroni East. This is why I said I have benefited in the past and I might benefit in the future.
So all those who say great is the PNM, look my boy there. Watch him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at the wind down. Let me tell you something. Real talk made him famous, you know. Because I love the way he shake his head. And I love the way he bend back while shaking his head. You notice he had a rhythm? Look at that. Look at that. Come back. I love him too bad. I love him too bad. Now I want you to understand that while these multi-millionaires got exemption because they have millions put down to build up a structure like that and got exempted from all taxes, people like me and you who take loan to build house, we did not get any exemption from property tax. You know what we got? Trinidad and Tobago. Whether you're UNC, whether you're PNM, whether you're ANR, whether you're PDP, whether you're PEP, it doesn't matter what party you belong to. The great Column Imbert and the PNM administration implement a criminal offense if you fail to submit your form. So while the multimillionaires getting exempted and have no criminal offense, the small man who went to the bank to take a loan to build his house, if you do not submit your valuation, you have committed a criminal offense. And then now, all you want to say, Saieed, you're bad talking Imbert, you're bad talking PNM administration. You tell me, how am I bad talking the PNM administration? I want you to tell me that. Let me tell you something. I am not going to pay or to send in any valuation form. And I am not committing any criminal offense. Not because I refuse to send in a form, which means I commit a criminal offense. No. I did not commit any criminal offense. When I am taking 60 years to pay for my property in the bank and come now and have to pay property tax, while those who build the multi-story dwelling duplex or complex, they getting away scotch-free. Their money keep piling while mine keep going down. And I want you to understand that. That is why I took this stand not to submit any form. And I want to let you understand something. When you sweating day and night to make sure the bank doesn't come for your property, what are they doing? 60 years to build a 3-bedroom house. They're putting up big mansion. Multiple apartments in it. So do Saieed look stupid? No. So all of them PNM who bad talking UNC, let me tell you something, that falling in your garden too. It falling in your garden too. I want to let you understand that. So the more people that do not submit that form, is more and more time the government will give you. I am not submitting any. Because I will ask the magistrate, what criminal offense did I commit? You tell me, Your Honor, what criminal offense did I commit? I didn't commit fraud. I deny I wasn't drinking and driving. I don't have no illegal gun. I ain't cussing nobody. But because I failed to submit this document, I commit a criminal offense. Ask all yourself, whether you're UNC, whether you're PNM, it doesn't matter what party you belong to. Ask yourself what criminal offense you committed. Ask yourself that. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to start off Tune It Up Tuesday.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and investor businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook. And subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk Group of Companies. We are conveniently located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Or feel free to visit our newly opened branch at 132 Siparo Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Earn up to 2.5% interest on a 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now at 238-6716, 339-1670 or 242-7690. Our courteous staff will be happy to assist. Real Talk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Welcome back to Real Talk. Caller, good night.
Hi, pleasant good evening, Mr. Ali.
To you, my friend.
Right, I heard you was talking about coinciding with Mr. Colin Winwood, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I just going back a little bit to a movie they call Game of Thrones. You know, they have something they call the Orbit, you know, the short man in it. Right? Right, this man has reminded me of him because they didn't hang him high enough. Right? He had good powers in the movie, but they didn't hang him high, they hung him low.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's one point. This morning I was looking at Mr. Winston Dipsy, and as I said, we Trinidadians love to copycat, and I was looking at where they had showed all those cages, the barriers, right? Those are for animals. Am I right?
Correct. The
Right?
way they build it, yeah.
when you put a heifer in a cage, a bull will jump the heifer. So I will finish my talk with that because these things are for animals. These people have COVID in their brains. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. So, viewers, all I hear is, listen to this. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley have stated that corruption in the public service has been flourishing and hopes that the digitalization of the sectors will make those illicit activities easier to track. The PM stated that since the start of COVID-19 pandemic, the majority of cabinet meetings have been done virtually since the pandemic has highlighted TNT need to switch to digital. Rowley added that he hopes that the transformed public service provides service that are quick and cost efficient, and that all of this is done in an environmental friendly manner. Prime Minister said the challenges will allow public sector employees to feel fulfilled in their role and have pride in their respective field. Corruption, he said. It's to track corruption. While that is taking place there, listen to this. With no funding allocated in the 2022 budget, as there was no initial plan to host Carnival 2022, the opposition is questioning where an estimated $30 million is coming from to fund National Carnival Commission. That's the NCC. Now, taste of Carnival and who stands to benefit? Moruga Tablan MP Michelle Benjamin knocked the Taste of Carnival concept, accusing the government of thieving the lines from KFC 2021 Carnival promotion. On Monday, NCC Chairman Winston Gypsy Peters revealed the sum allocated will be between $25 to $30 million. Benjamin questioned the feasibility of producing and presenting events asked if it would attract tourists given the last-minute decision. She added that instead of pumping $30 million into Carnival, the money could have better used to provide a social assistance for the vulnerable and creation of jobs for the unemployed. Randy Glasgow, CEO of Randy Glasgow Production, called the concept of a safe zone carnival as premature at best and irresponsible. So viewers, $25 to $30 million are being spent on carnival. Apparently, it looked like a last-minute decision. Now, having read that, I want you to listen to this carefully. $25 to $30 million in carnival. We are in a pandemic. We are asked to social distance. We are asked to wear face masks. Safe zones have been created in Trinidad. But how safe is our safe zone? I want you to keep this in mind because the vaccinated and the unvaccinated is getting COVID-19. Now, listen this. While the National Maintenance, Training and Security Company Limited, MTS, borrowed $300 million to pay employees and National Insurance Scheme contribution, government minister or the government ministries and agency owes the company over $600 million. Chairman Anthony Varela questioned if the MTS Board of Directors failed in their lawful duty to protect and safeguard the company's interests. He added that while the MTS earns $540 million in revenue annually, it lost personally because it could not pay salary. This,
the company is paying its bills. It does not
that the government and state agency owes the company over $600 million. He questioned how MTS could earn so much yet have financial problems.
The company is paying its bills. It does not owe government and state agencies. But government and state agencies owe over $600 million. Well, that's a lot of money on the road. And it means you're almost operating with one hand tied behind your back. So, I would like to hear how it is that you could be earning $540 million per annum and yet be having these financial problems. Is it that the money goes into the consolidated fund and you depend on drawdowns? Is it solely because the money earned relates to unpaid bills and invoices for services performed? Are there any other reasons?
Now viewers, however, MTS CEO Lennox Ratan Singh stated that the company has a receivable challenge of over $600 million and added that the Ministry of Education is owing about $300 million. Listen to this.
We have a receivable challenge of over $600 million, and this matter has escalated over the last few years. I guess it's countrywide, it's worldwide, it's happening all over the place. How do we survive when our major clients, being Ministry of Education, they alone are owing us about $300 million. The judiciary is owing us quite a bit. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is the third on the list, I think. Ministry of Housing, Ministry of Sport are some of the larger ones.
All I hear that? All I hear that? $25 to $30 million is going to Carnival 2022. But the government cannot pay their bills to MTS. All I hear that? And what we saying? What we saying? Great is the administration that governs Trinidad and Tobago. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed, and to all your listeners. This is the original imitation vaccine vagrant. Saeed, I am very, very annoyed when I am hearing about carnival. The only thing I know that be in a pot is peas. 8 by 8 will hold how much? 4 people, and then I want to know if they're wearing masks, if they go have a pipe to wash their hand, if they go social distance. But what I am more devexed, the word, I don't want to say it out on disrespect your show, about is that 30 million. How they appropriating 30 million for wine and jam and ravine and all of them. What happened during the last 2 years? The future of of the country is in our children, right? We had them out of school because the mismanagement of the pandemic. How many of them had devices? Over probably 50%. How many of them didn't even log on? So you don't consider them to give them a taste of education. You're studying about that. You're studying where you're taking us. Those are what in our hands. Those are our loving little kids. Think about them. Forget the carnival. Invest in the future of our country. That tells me that this present leadership in government are so, how should I be? I don't want to use a derogatory term, you know, but they're moving this country backwards. You ever hear about Peter's principle? You reach a level of competence. The whole of the cabinet is indicative of Peter's principle. They don't want this salt. They're mismanaging. And that is what I hear they have what? A retreat now? I hope they're doing a Boris Johnson, you know. I hear Rowley is the black Boris Johnson.
I hear that.
What? It have a video circulating on YouTube. Everything Rowley doing is the same thing. Is that you can just change Boris Johnson name and put vaccine vagrant, and everybody know what we're talking about. Go on, have a nice night. I will send it for you.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, listen to this. Remember last year, the Ministry of Education were asking corporate Trinidad and Tobago to contribute devices to students or to the ministry to give to students. Remember, $100 million were pumped into Tobago to brighten up the hotels. But education owing MTS. Imagine that. $100 million went in Tobago to brighten up hotels, but the education ministry owing MTS. Remember that? So here it is. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, Ministry of Sports and Community Development, the Judiciary and the Police Service owes large debts. He added that MTS wrote to the various ministries seeking payment, but it remains a challenge. Senator Wade Mark said, the committee must consider a meeting with the Ministry of Finance, Colin Imbert, to settle the matter. Mark believes it is up to the committee to diverse ways and means to address the rising debt portfolios. It's sad, you know. It's sad. We're in a pandemic. We're in a pandemic. According to Colin Imbert, we're not in a crisis. We are in a pandemic. In this pandemic, they want us to wear masks. In safe zones, it is okay to take off your mask. So I ask myself, if I am going to a safe zone to take off my mask and I have to be vaccinated, well then I could walk down the street and take off my mask because I'm vaccinated. Because in that zone, it could have asymptomatic vaccinated persons. How safe is our safe zone? After hearing Avery Hines, Dr. Avery Hines, epidemiologist doctor, saying you can still get COVID-19 even though you're vaccinated. So I ask myself, how safe is a safe zone? And then our Prime Minister said, you could be an asymptomatic person. You could be carrying the virus and you don't know. So I started to make sense from nonsense. Asymptomatic person carrying a virus. We're going in a safe zone and taking out our mask. Avery Hines, if you're vaccinated, you're still getting the virus. So when you put these three things and you categorize it, what is that? But now we have safe zone for carnival. What would we end up with? Another Easter in Tobago? You think about it. You think about it. So while I'm thinking about that now, anybody, Mahindra, Shivam, Sunny, what did it do? I'm looking for this guy. Anybody know this guy? Tell him Saeed wants to have a word with him to contact me. 339-1670. Tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Friends and family, if you know this guy, Mahindra, please contact me, my friend. Thank you. So as we move along, viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, there's lots more in store when we return. Real Talk with Saieed Ali.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and investor businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk Group of Companies. We are conveniently located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Or feel free to visit our newly opened branch at 132 Siparo Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Earn up to 2.5% interest on a 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now at 238-6716, 339-1670 or 242-7690. Our courteous staff will be happy to assist. Real Talk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night, Saieed.
My friend, go right ahead.
I find this thing mysteriously. When we start to talk about carnival, the new infection rate drops significantly. Deaths drop significantly. You know, how isn't that very strange? Is it that they are saying it dropped so they could be safe to have carnival?
I believe so.
You know, this thing is look like a joke. Now, secondly, I don't know, how could you use our money, taxpayers' money? You want to bring some vaccine now, or they want to bring some vaccine for a new age group, 5 to 12 or some kind of thing like that? How could you use our money and said non-disclosure? What is really non-disclosure? Taxpayers' money, we must know, we must demand to know how our money is spent.
Correct.
Government cannot spend our money and tell you non-disclosure. This is ridiculous. We want to know how our money is spent. Secondly, the collapse of that road in the Southern place in Sipara, wherever it is. Who is refinancing or who is financing that mismanagement now? Where is that money coming from? Is there the non-disclosure again about that? You see, this government, remember this girl where some minister had problem with, and they paid such a money and they said non-disclosure. we all this money, and then you come in now, an impoverished nation, suffering in a pandemic, I want to bring out property tax, and you criminalize it that you're going to charge them $5,000, and you are spending money left, right, and center. Something is fundamentally wrong with this government, and this man does not seem, he doesn't have a clue how to deal with the pandemic. Remember, he came sometime and said, when they had the vigil and all these kind of things, he does not want to steps of coffin. And what is going to happen with the carnival now? How much people is going to go to the carnival? Would there be enough coffin and all these kind of things? Would there be beds and all these kind of things? Would dialysis shed tears now when he sees this amount of people? And when you go in that pot, would you be allowed to consume alcohol and all these things? So what I'm saying, this government, nothing does make sense. What we want now, sir, go look at the HDC. A majority of their supporters are occupying HDC home, you know. And now you're coming to bring property tax. Why can't you go and get the billions that are owing? Why can't you tell the nation the billions, you know, every time they collect this grant, they collect that grant today. Where is the money going? Where is our money going? So it is about time we demand. I don't know whether we have our opposition, whether they are taking a nap or what, but we must demand this thing. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, my friend. So, a simple question I want to ask you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. The government of the day said they had to use rental money to pay salary and wages. So I'm asking myself, during the pandemic in 2021, how could they pay salary and wages when we had numerous lockdowns in Trinidad? Where did the money that was allocated for salary and wages, where did that money go? Because they had rotations. They had people staying home. So where did that money that was allocated in the 2020 budget for 2021, salary and wages, where did that money go? I'm trying to find out where did that money go? How you could use rental money to pay salary and wages when in 2021 we had a set of lockdowns. Ministries was rotating. Some office working, some of the workers working 1 day and 2 days for the week. So where did that salary and wages money go? I am asking. Does Colin Member, the Minister of Finance, have an answer for that? So they continue to say Trinidad and Tobago is losing money. They're losing money. They're losing money in the pandemic. But wait. Wait. Carnival 2022 is going to cost us $25 to $30 million and we're wasting. We're losing. So what is taking place? All I'm doing is just bringing the truth to you, you know. All I am doing is opening your eyes. So the more of you do not submit your property tax form, they cannot pass it. I am here to tell you that. I am here to tell you that. Out of the 200,000 forms that they need, I am one of those. And like I say, I'm not going to submit it. I am not going to submit it. I want to know what criminal offense I commit. Secretary General of the Communication Workers Union, that is CWU, Clyde Elder, has stated that the union met with Minister of Public Utilities Marvin Gonzalez on December 6 and offered ideas to save TSTT. Elder said the union will be meeting with TSTT to discuss the planned restructuring of the company. In a media release, TSTT said it invited trade union representing its workers to a meeting to discuss a restructuring exercise. TSTT said, among the things, the restructuring became necessary as the company had a $453 million decrease in revenue in the last fiscal year. It blames the loss on the COVID-19 pandemic and competitions from new technologies. Elders said the union at the meeting with Gonzalez offered ideas on how TSCT could be saved. Meanwhile, member for Princestown, Barry Padarat, called TSTT the asset of the people of TNT. He said that following today's meeting with TSTT and representative union, it is anticipated that over 700 workers would be sent home. Now, this is coming from Barry Padarat. He anticipated that 700 workers will be sent home. Caller, good night.
Hi, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
Okay, hear what, right? I used to live in Canada, right? And the property tax is paid to the state because the people of Canada don't own the land. They lease the land. They buy the house, the whatever, and they pay a property tax because they lease the land. When you over here and you buy a piece of land for $500,000, and then on top of that you buy your materials to build your house for $500,000, then want to charge you property tax. They're trying to copy the states, but the thing is, they're trying to copy the states and Canada, but the thing is, people don't own land in Canada and the States.
Quite
it's
right.
the state's land.
Yep.
So this country now, when you buy your land, they want you to pay property tax for what? You own that land.
Correct.
You own that land. When you purchase some land for $1 million or $500,000, you own that piece of property.
Correct.
So what are they coming with property tax for? Thank you.
Thank you, my friend, and thank you for sharing the light. So the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago would understand. They would understand. I tell you, we have a lot more to discuss on property tax, you know. We have a lot more. UNC MP Dr. Rudal Munilal is calling on UDICOT Chairman Noel Garcia to reveal the nature of the negotiations still being carried out with Shanghai Construction Group. Oh, look, I love this. This, as the contract of the construction of the central block of the Port of Spain General Hospital had been terminated. Munilal stated that the performance security to the contract needed to be repaired or repaid, as well as payment for work done. Listen to this.
I just want the population to know, one, performance security to the contractor needs to be repaid. How much millions that would be, we don't know. Two, payment for work done. There is an outstanding claim by Shanghai, we believe, for over $200 million for works done. Payment. And here this one, page 3 of the letter, payment for any loss of profit or resulting loss or damage. You know what I mean? If that contractor had earmarked $100 million plus in profits from that project, you, Mr. Garcia, and the taxpayer are called upon because of your corruption and incompetence to pay back loss of profits which could be in excess of $100 million for work not done, so to speak, because the contract collapsed.
Remember I was telling you that Shanghai could get their money from the government if the government kicks them out or terminate their contract. Remember we ended up in a bacchanal like that once? Now Munilal, he asked, what was the status of any loan which had been taken to facilitate the redevelopment of the central block? MP added that the finance ministry expenditures list between $4 to $5 million for interest payment on the central block. Listen to this.
So we'll read from the document. Ministry of Finance expenditures 2020-2022. They are providing for interest payments on the central block every single year. They provide between $4 to $5 million only on interest on a loan for that. So clearly a loan has been taken to construct the central block. A loan. They have taken a loan. When we look at the documents provided by Ministry of Finance, It speaks of loan arrangements between UDCOT, CIBC, First Caribbean International Bank, a series of loans and so on, to facilitate the redevelopment of Central Block, Port of Spain General Hospital.
Let's see what I tell you earlier. Let's see what I tell you earlier. Now listen to this. The MP stated that when the figures are added, it speaks to almost $550 million in loan taken for construction of the Central Block. Munilal further questioned UDCOT on the status of the loan, how much money did they pay and how much money they owe, along with other serious questions.
When we add the figures, and I keep saying, when you're in opposition, it's almost like you have to be a private detective because you don't have official information. Nobody in officialdom give you anything. You piece it together. The piece from the Ministry of Finance, their request for proposal, Shanghai Construction, documents from the estimate of expenditure. So we have it all here. This is speaking to almost $550 million in loans taken for construction of the Central Block. Today we ask UDCOT, what is the status of the loan? How much money have you taken from this loan, from First Caribbean Bank or any other institution, to pay for this Central Block? How much have you paid? How much are you owing? How much work has been completed? Because when you throw out contractor and contractor throw you out, the loan is now in jeopardy because you have taken a loan for a specific purpose. And in doing the loan documents, it will state the contractor, it will state the time, it will state the milestones for accomplishing and the payment schedule and so on. So the loan now has just fallen apart.
He also questioned what the next step of the project would be and who would be taking over construction from the project. However, the UDCOT Development Company of Trinidad and Tobago Chairman Noel Garcia denied opposition claim that the project collapsed and insisted works are still being done. So my question is, what's going to happen with Shanghai Construction and the agreement they signed with UDCOT? Who is going to... Firstly, we need to find out. Yes, we understand there's a loan taken out. Yes, we understand that they are paying interest. The question is, what caused Shanghai Construction to stop their work? That's number one. Number two is the government of Trinidad and Tobago have to pay Shanghai Construction any remaining money. Number three, why did Shanghai Construction stop and who is taking over? So three major questions we need to ask. What is going to happen with the loan? Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Good night, Miss Ali. I'm just calling on behalf of a single mother whose car was stolen this morning from inside Lengua Indian Walk.
Okay.
A Nissan Primera PBK 9912.
All right, here what to do.
Send
me the picture of the vehicle tomorrow on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And we will air it. So in case anyone notice the kind of area or a strange vehicle, they will probably give us a call or give the nearest police station a call.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So viewers, various grants and senior citizen pension checks were stolen during a break-in at the Sandigrani Post Office on Monday morning. The Ministry of Social Development and Family Service stated that 1,836 checks were stolen. That's plenty, you know. The ministry stated that they are aware that many of its clients will be advised or adverse effectively, but asked for the public to be patient as the issue is being dealt with. They added that financial institutions, merchants, and supermarkets were told to be on the lookout for checks, as a list of checks are available on its website and social media platforms. So we are making it clear that the banks, the groceries, the merchants, if someone is coming to change a pension check or a social development check, please check it correctly to make sure that it is the individuals in front of you. Hey. Oh, before I forgot. So viewers, a little while back, remember I was telling you that we have to send one final letter and just wait for our approval from the Commissioner of Credit Union. Well, today I got a response from the letter that we sent. And, you know, I feel good. I feel good because there are thousands of emails that goes to the Commissioner of Credit Union and to the various representatives. And after sending that letter, in those thousands, we got a reply today, and hopefully in a short space of time, the approval would be granted to Realtor Group of Companies to actually set up Realtor Credit Union. Remember, I've been telling you this, and I have been keeping you in the loops about every step we make. You know, I have my bylaws, which I showed you all on television. I have my 12-member board of individuals. I have my financial advisors. I have my financial strategists. You know, I have everybody in place. We got a response from our representative. You know, and in just a short space of time, we'll be granted our approval from the Commissioner of Credit Union to Realtor Group of Companies to actually open its doors to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago by proclamation of Realtor Credit Union. You know, I feel good today. I feel good today when we got the response. So that is telling me now there is progress. You know, it's not that we sent an email and there are thousands of emails that have been sent to the Commissioner of Credit Union and their representative, but we got a response. With all those thousands, we got a response. So in a short space of time, viewers, by proclamation of the Commissioner of Credit Union, Realtor Credit Union will be birthed in a short space of time from now in Trinidad. In Trinidad. I'm so excited. You know, I'm happy to share the news with you all. Let me tell you something. This is a fine time now. A fine time now. Whatever financial institution you had earned cash put down on any fixed deposit that you have with them, and you know you're getting 1% or 0.04%, you're getting, now is the actual time to open a Realtor fixed deposit, fixed investment in Realtor Group of Companies. Because in a short space from now, a short time frame from now, we're going to get the approval. Because I will tell you something, every single thing that was required to open our credit union, we have it. We have it. I have my bylaws. I have my 12-member board. I have my financial advisors. I have my strategist planning team. So we have everything in place. We have the location. We have everything. We have the building. We have everything. We have everything. So I thank God, you know, that out of the thousands email that was sent to them, we got a reply, you know, and it's in the making. In a short time frame from now, Realtor Credit Union will be birthed in Trinidad and Tobago, right here in Shogunas. Right here in Shogunas. And you know, I have a name that speaks for itself. Saieed Ali speaks for itself. Real Talk with Saieed Ali speaks for itself. For the 4 years that I've been on television, let me tell you something. We got numerous things passed for Trinidad and Tobago, coming to legislations, coming to amendment, coming to bills, just for you, the citizens. Just for you, the citizens. So now is the time that I'm asking you, invest in our company. We secure. We secured. We into real estate. We into security and intelligence. I just do spiritual work. And we open up a new department. Real Talk Group of Companies, auto sales. So those of you who have been asking, Saieed, is your company secure? I mean, our money safe with you? I have 4 different businesses running. In a short time frame from now, we're going to credit union on stream in Trinidad and Tobago. Boy, let me tell you something. Banking going to be different. It's going to be different. We're going to change the way credit union bank in Trinidad and Tobago. And you all could believe what I'm saying, because thus far, in the last 4 years, everything I told you I'm going to do, every legislation I say I'm going to get pushed and passed, you all witness it. You are the ones to witness it. So my friends, you want to make an investment? You want to set up a fixed deposit with Real Talk Investment Company? Now is the real time to do it. 2.5%, the highest interest rate that are being paid on any fixed deposit in any financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago. You're getting it at Real Talk. Real Talk. That's the way to go. We don't know fly-by-night. We're not no fly-by-night company. I pay my taxes, I pay my dues just like any other company, you know. But that's straightforward. You can't come around me with nothing foolish. I will put you on one side. So viewers, we probably have about 3 minutes left on our program tonight. But you know, I am happy tonight. Today, 1 minute left, 1 minute left. I was notified 1 minute left. You know, I was happy today when I got the news. I was happy today. And I just want to shout out Miss Diane Joseph. I just want to shout out tonight. You know, she's a wonderful person. She's been there with me, you know, guiding me through the process. And I just want to big her up tonight. There are others, but in due time. So viewers, remember, our run of this program is from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. tomorrow. Tomorrow, viewers. Hey, tonight I can sleep comfortable. I can celebrate tonight, you know. But nevertheless, I'm not an alcohol drinker. But viewers, it's been my pleasure coming here for the last 4 years to educate you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And very soon, we'll be changing the way banking does. Or, I should say like this. We will be changing the way credit union does business in Trinidad and Tobago. So until we meet again, viewers, be safe, enjoy the night, until we meet. Oh, before I go, councillors and MPs, individuals who live in communities that your road, your bridge, and your drain is damaged, Wednesday, the 2nd of January, that is tomorrow night, will be our real public concerns night. So we're asking the councillors to call in. And just the reason why I'm begging all to call in is to let the community know what all they're doing. That's all I want all to do. Just call in the program, let the community know what you all are doing. I want to hear from Anita Haynes. I want to hear from Michelle Benjamin. I want to hear from Faik. I want to hear from all the councillors that are representing their communities. Feel free to call in and voice your concerns on our Real Public Concerns night, which is tomorrow night. So until we meet again, realpublicconcerns@gmail.com. Send in your photos and your video, and we will air it. We do that every Wednesday. So viewers, good night.